20-year-old Hazarah refugee. Today I stand before this group and the international community with a plea on behalf of the ethnic and religious minorities of Afghanistan and with a message of unity. As a Hazarah, the situation in Afghanistan has turned my world upside down as I fear for the future of my country, my people, and my family. The family and people that raised me know firsthand very well how dire the situation minorities face in Afghanistan is today. Either within their homes or places of worship or trying to flee, the Sikh, Hindu, Jewish, and Hazara communities are subject to an unforgiving future in the hands of the Taliban. This future entails the destruction and erasure of our people, culture, and heritage. Hazaras are one of the largest and ethnic and religious minorities in Afghanistan. We are recognized throughout the global community for our music, poetry, and many achievements, whether it be in politics or sports. Wherever we go, we are always able to celebrate and spread our culture through our hospitality and grace. However, the Hazara people of Afghanistan have a devastating history, as we have been subject to systemic and systematic oppression as well as persecution consistently for more than a century now. We have long been subject to genocide both in and out of Afghanistan's borders, and the conditions of life for us under a Taliban regime have already been proven to us in the 90s. Despite all the heartache, though, the Hazara community has and continues to face, we are one of the most progressive, educated, and successful communities that I have ever seen. Regardless of past injustices, Hazaras and other minority groups continue to raise Afghanistan's flag with pride and unity. To me, this is what it means to be an Afghan. To be brave, to be strong, and resilient in the face of disparity. However, at this time, these courageous people are left without defense in a country where they continue to be oppressed, face genocide, and displacement. Although there are evident nuances in every case, the minorities of Afghanistan are suffering through an inhumane restriction of their human rights. We have seen life under this current regime once before and have continuously been attacked for years after by the same infidels. Our minority communities have essentially been given an ultimatum by the Taliban. Either we leave or die trying. These barbarians have no reservations about destroying the history and land that we have fostered in our Afghanistan, as they have proven with their actions many times before. It is through the resiliency of Afghans like Zablan Simintov, the last remaining Jewish man in Afghanistan, that I make this plea. Through him, we can see a very evident future for all minorities in Afghanistan under the Taliban regime. This future is the extermination and extinction of our culture, legacy, and religion, as well as the annihilation of our rights and freedoms. However, as the saying goes, as long as one Afghan is alive, Afghanistan is alive. So therefore, I plead to the global community that joins us today in protest, do not forget us. Do not forget the minorities of Afghanistan. Without us, there is no hope for a prosperous future in Afghanistan. The danger we have faced that brought many of us here today is now amplified and reaching a degree that is both unfathomable and familiar. There are countless souls desperate to find safety for not only themselves, but also their families. The situation of our ethnic and religious minorities is not something that we can afford to forget or take our time with, as every day lives are being lost and futures destroyed. But in unity, we Afghans won't stop fighting for our people, our land, our culture, or our flag. For our allies and supporters, we thank you and we implore that you keep amplifying our voices and sharing our stories. Call, email, and sit down with your local MPs and community leaders to be an extension of our voices. We ask the international community to open your borders and expand your programs to bring our minorities and people to safety. Do this for the people, for the